Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, NTT Indy Car Race 14 of the 2026 season. 9-4 in the pick so far. The Ontario Honda Dealers Indy Markham Grand Prix. Oh boy, what issues this track had on Friday. Getting it together. I know some of the areas couldn't be closed off until like Friday. And they were supposed to have practice for all the series that were there. These new street races, when we go to do them, we've experienced this on the NASCAR side as well with Chicago the first year. These cities that want to host these events, awesome. Some of the backgrounds of some of these street races is just second to none. But they got to realize it takes time to get the stuff done. There has to be a kind of a happy medium between what the city is going to allow and what is needed to build these tracks. Luckily, they were able to get everything done. Looked like everything went fine yesterday with practice and qualifying and some of the other sport events. We're on to the 90 laps today, 197.1 miles around the city of Markham. I don't know. I've seen this track a little bit. It's a little bit yesterday, and hairpin kind of worries me a little bit. I don't know how. I mean, it looks like it's just, yeah. I don't know about this, but it's going to be interesting. We got a new track next week in Washington D.C. as well. So we'll have kind of similar stats to go over. Obviously, no history at the track, so we're just going to look at the street races from last year and this year, and then go over points and do the picks. We know that Alex Palou qualified outside the top 10, and that is the first time in a while for that one. We have Lewis Foster, his first ever pole, I believe it is. Chris Schillinger alongside, followed by Scott Dixon, Marcus Ericsson, Dennis Hager, Arenas VK, David Malukas qualifying 7th, Alexander Rossi 8th, Scott Dixon 9th, Graham Rahal 10th, rookie Mick Schumacher qualifying 11th, and then Alex Palou 12th. I think he'll race better than when he qualified. As we look back through the field, we got Kyle Kirkwood 16th in the Sam's Club car, Felix Ringquest qualifying 18th, Pato Award 20th, Santino Ferrucci 21st, Will Power 24th, and then shotgun on the field qualifying 25th, Joseph Newgarden. That's a big shocker right there. I know, based on what drivers have done on street courses last year and this year, the fact that Kyle Kirkwood is 16th and Pato Award is 20th, they got a long way to go and only 90 laps to get there. So we'll see. But yeah, the last 8 street races, this is 2025 and 2026. Kyle Kirkwood, average finish 3.0 with 3 wins. Alex Palou, 5.62 with 4 wins. Pato Award, 6.37 with a win. Christian Lundgaard, 8.37 average finish. Marcus Ericsson, 9.87. Scott McLaughlin, 10.75. Scott Dixon, 11.12. Felix Ringquest, 11.25. Keegan Simpson, 11.25. And David Malukas, 12.12. If we break that down to just the last 4 races, which is the 4 races here in 2026, Alex Palou, average finish of 1.25 with 3 wins. Kyle Kirkwood, 2.75 in a win. Pato Award, 4.75. Christian Lundgaard, 8.75. Scott McLaughlin, 9.5. Marcus Ericsson, 10.75. Felix Ringquest, 9.75. David Malukas, 11.0. Joseph Newgarden, 11.5. And Graham Rahal, 11.75. And I just went ahead and did another smaller sample size. It's the last 2 races on street courses. Alex Palou 1.0 and 2 wins. Kyle Kirkwood 3.0. Felix Ringquest 4.0. Pato Award 4.5. Graham Rahal 5.5. Keegan Simpson 9.5. Lewis Foster, who's actually on the pole, 11.5 average finish. Justin Newgarden 12.0. Dennis Hager 12.0. And Christian Lundgaard 12.5. So we have our guys that typically run up front on street courses. The Alex Palou, Kyle Kirkwood, Pato Award, Christian Lundgaard. Felix Ringquest is getting a little bit better, if you notice that as well. He went from 11.25 average finish to 9.75 to the last 2 races of 4.0. All right, after race 13 of 18 so far this year, Alex Palou has 6 wins. What an amazing season he is having. With a 110-point lead over Kyle Kirkwood, who's got 1 win, followed by David Malukas, minus 118, Christian Lundgaard, 2 wins, minus 135, Paolo Ward with a win, minus 155, Felix Rehnquist with a win, minus 172, Joseph Newgarden, 2 wins, minus 175, Scott McLaughlin, minus 189, Marcus Ericsson, minus 232, and Rinus VeeKay, minus 241. So with a couple of good finishes, we can be looking at the countdown to when Alex Palou will clinch, I believe, his 5th championship. Is that correct? Just on the top of my head, just forgot how many championships Alex Palou has. That would be his 6th championship. It'll actually be his 5th in a row if he wins it. So he's Jimmy Johnson, okay. Yeah, unless something just dramatic happens, he will get this one wrapped up. Right now, there are 5 races left. I think once we get to Milwaukee, we'll have a better picture of when he'll get it wrapped up. If he can go out and win Markham and Washington, he'll definitely have it wrapped up by Milwaukee. We get the doubleheader Milwaukee, and then we go to WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca at the end of the season. That's going to be fun. But yeah, Alex Palou, the greatest IndyCar driver in history. Pretty close. All right, well, the 4 picks to win the Ontario Honda Dealers Indy Markham. Got to go with Alex Palou. Even though he's qualified 11th or 12th outside the top 10, we know how fast he is on street courses. We know how good he is. I have to go with him. Kyle Kirkwood, with 3 wins in the last 8 races on street courses. Even though he's back in the field a little bit, I think with pit strategy and raw speed, they'll be able to get up there. The 3rd pick, I'm just torn between Felix Rehnquist and Paolo Ward, but I'm going to go ahead and go with Paolo Ward. I know back qualifying, but again, pit strategy, knowledge of street racing, the way the tires change, the way things change on these street courses. The 3 picks are Alex Palou, Kyle Kirkwood, and Paolo Ward. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.